to Chapter 6, Day 8. Just some more work with fractional exponents. And if you remember, that last problem did have a negative exponent. Like we said, you just flip the fraction and it turns positive. So hopefully you remember that from integrated 1. So there's some examples here, and we're just going to do that. So let's do a few examples, and then we'll essentially turn these loose. So if this looked like this, well, if we flip the fraction and turn it positive, it would look like this. So pretty simple, right? Nothing too crazy if we don't make it be crazy. So again, on this one, I will just call this 1 over 1,000 to the 2/3. And now it looks hopefully a lot easier, right? Because we know that we're going to take the cube root of 1,000, and we have 2 of them. So what number times itself 3 times equals 1,000? Well, that number's 10. 10, 100,000. So we're going to say it's 1 over 10, but I have 2 of them. So it's 1 over 100. So we get the exact same answer as we did on number 1, but they look totally different. So some of these are easy. Some of these are a little bit more difficult. I guess I hesitate to do this one. I think this might be the hardest one here, but anyways, I will go ahead and put 1 over 32 to the 3/5, which means it is 1 over the 5th root of 32, and I have 3 of them. So think about it. What number times itself 5 times equals 32? That number is going to be 2, right? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So it's going to be 2 to the 3rd, and I have 3 2s, 2, 4, 8. Remember, we're multiplying, we're not adding. So we're going to get 1/8 here. Just to move along the rest of the worksheet, it's a Mad Math Minute. Should go pretty quickly. Essentially, if they give you the problem in this format, you want to write it in the other one. And if they give it to you in this one, then you want to write it in this format. So long story short, if it's in the I forget the name. Let me pause real quick, get the names for these. I'm tired. It's late on Sunday night. I'm like losing my ability to think. So it's exponential notation and radical notation. I think I knew that, but for whatever reason, it did not come to my brain. So if it's in exponential notation, we want to write it in radical notation. If it's in radical notation, we want to write it in exponential notation. And again, nothing too crazy, just the number on the outside is going to go to the top. The number in front goes to the bottom. And just to sort of finish this up, I guess I'll just randomly pick this one. So this is just going to be the square root of 16 to the 1st power. I don't know if they want you to actually finish that, because the answer would be 4 there. So I'm assuming they want you to simplify it as much as you can if there's real numbers. If there's not real numbers, then don't. So I guess like on this one, I would just say the square root of x. And I don't need to do this part right here. Again, this is an acceptable answer, or quite frankly, just this is an acceptable answer, because that's assumed to be 2, and that's assumed to be 1. That is fractional notation in a nutshell.